John Miglosh with the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. And I'm here with Sarah Fletcher. I always forget your last name. That's right? I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like
so...
Jessica Fletcher. Who does she?
Really?
No.
I never watched that.
We'll see.
See, these people are trying to photobomb.
I know.
Anyway, I did want to apologize to Jason Bear at Vermont Teddy Bear because I called him Josh like 4 times in the video. I'm semi-professional.
Well, there you go. As long as you don't call me for dinner.
Yeah.
Sort of
Now, Sarah, you're also co-founder of the Catalog University,
yep.
which you've let me be on. And,
we're honored to have you.
Oh, yeah, gee. Anyway, and actually paid me a little.
Yeah. All of our presenters are
Yeah. So, why don't you tell us a little about Catalog University? How it got started and what you do these days.
Okay. Well, we started about 6 years ago now, which is amazing.
Time
It's been
flies.
that long,
Yeah.
I know. Started with my co-founder, Julie Downey Maxwell. Julie and I had been at LLB, and she became the executive director of nemoa, and then at one point, yeah. So we were just talking about the industry and that we'd lost a half a generation of the web, and that these, I've got silver hair and you've got silver hair, and at some point we're all going to retire, so
or die.
Well, both.
Yeah,
but we wanted to capture some of that, the intellectual capacity that is in the industry,
right? Because
cataloging is expensive and hard. So,
although Wambi seemed to nail it. Oh, that was so fun. We just heard Wambi from Love Pop, and I saw it on Shark Tank. And what a great just enthusiasm. We said, well, we just decided to try a catalog. We mailed it out, and then Bill Lafayette critiqued it and said it was stupid. Bill unsubscribed me unilaterally.
Oh, Bill unsubscribed me too.
So we all had a good laugh, but Bill got promoted, and we didn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But he was wrong on a lot of things.
Yeah. But for those of you...
He asked the right questions, and I think that's important. He made them think about the right things and ask the right questions. And his ideas of how it was going to go were off. Like, he didn't think they'd get the average order that they did, and so...
And to be honest...
Space allocation was wrong,
yeah.
but...
To be honest,
still,
I would pick
questions.
1.2 myself. You take your average unit price times 1.2 or something, 1.4 maybe.
Right.
I wouldn't have picked 2.5 or something.
But in some ways, it's good that they just went for it, because
that's right. It's
us
better.
old timers would have been like, oh, I don't know,
That's how we used to start catalogs.
Try it.
I once had a lady come to me and she said, I have this idea of collectible dolls for, and I thought, oh, how many dolls is somebody going to buy? And they were like,
turns out.
Guess who it was? American Girls.
Oh, there you go.
In Middleton, Wisconsin.
There you go.
I said, how many of you sold? She said 2,000. I said, well, it's just too small for me to work with.
Oh.
That was the dumbest thing. But so, sometimes us experts
well, you don't know until you try.
Yeah, overthink.
There's a lot of things that you think there's so many niche catalogs that you're just like remember the lighthouse catalog?
No.
There's a whole catalog of just lighthouses.
But I help
like lighthouse banks and salt shakers, and there's people that love lighthouses. And once they get a customer, they've got to cut like oh, you love lighthouses and you bought the lighthouse salt and pepper shaker, but now you want the hand towels.
Yeah.
And and you want the lamp.
I helped launch Legendary Whitetails, which was based on a collection of deer heads. And I didn't think that had much merit either.
But this is what I love
But
about
it got
catalog.
to be a $30 million catalog.
You just never, you never know. And the learning curve is always so great. It's like, one day you're talking about bacon, and, the next day you're, talking about, meat grinders for people that...
Well, I said to Glenn this morning, when they were talking about the teddy bear free gift to a friend, and Glenn looked at me and said, yeah, but I pack in ice. I said, send jerky. He went,
Yeah, but
it's not the same, but he does sell jerky.
I've been telling Harrington's for years that we need to do the bacon blog. I mean, the bacon.
That sounds
sorry, the bacon plug. The bacon plug.
Newski sells bacon. I want to try it. I want him as a client so I can eat all their stuff.
See, I have Harrington's as a client,
Oh.
and it's awesome because every time RB asks me to do something and he's like feeling bad, like he didn't give me enough time or something like that, he sends me bacon. He's like, I can always motivate you with bacon. I'm like, that is an actual fact.
Yeah, I worked with Allen Brothers in Chicago, and they sent me stuff.
Harrington's bacon it's just
Oh, that's
so
great. Okay, oops. Now, so what is catalog? Somebody asked me here, is Catalog University still exist?
Yeah.
I know. Well, tell us what you do. Like, I know that there's like a Wednesday week.
So what we do is we have pub talks, which are free. You can watch the pub talk for be there at the actual session, which is usually a Thursday at noon, and ask questions.
Yeah, we had like a dozen.
Right. Or it'll stay free for 2 weeks, a week. Depends on how many people are coming after. So like when the next one comes in, we always have one that's free. It's the one that's been
I think
free.
you unsubscribed me. I don't get those anymore.
We did not unsubscribe.
Maybe it's in my junk.
Guaranteed.
I have to go look.
You might have called us junk, but we did not.
No,
There's no unsubscribing.
I used to like those. Yeah.
No, they're great. They're great. We have great pub talks. And then
I'm sure it was at a real pub.
You can bring a beer. But the subscribers can watch that anytime. So it's $29.95 a month, or you can subscribe for a year and you get 2 months free. So it's a very affordable resource, and that's really been our goal, is to just make an affordable resource, because nemoa is amazing.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of our speakers are nemoa speakers, so they're very high quality speakers, and they're giving really, really good content, but you can't afford to bring your entire group.
Right.
And one of the things that Glenn Gazzello from Newskies did, they were our first subscriber at PetU.
Really?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, because he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and he loved it. And what he did was he bought 5 seats, and then the people in those seats would have to watch one class a month, and then they would have a meeting where the people would talk about which class they took, what they learned, and how they can apply it to Newskies.
Yeah, we did that with our employees when we wanted to learn statistics, because we are a statistics company and none of us had ever taken any statistics. So we would order pizza and put up. There was a PBS special called Against All Odds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, although and the old one was better than the new one is, I think. And we would order pizza and beer, and we would, like at 6 o'clock, we'd all sit there and heckle the video.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was.
No, there's some great core classes. I mean, honest to God, Steve Lett did one on RFM. That's
Really?
I didn't really
That's
understand.
a big thing for me.
I didn't really understand RFM.
Yeah.
Because I'm a catalog designer.
Yeah.
Like I knew it existed, but I didn't fully understand how it worked and how you segment.
So are you ready for Beyond RFM? Because I could do that.
I'd love to do
Because
that.
RFM will put you out of business if you're really Cabela's. It was unbelievable. They were mailing all the fishermen hunting catalogs and vice versa because of their RFM, the way they set it up.
Yeah.
It's really easy to mess that up.
Yeah.
People don't get it.
Well, do a class.
Okay, I'll do it. Beyond RFM.
Yeah. No, it'd be fabulous.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and that's actually why I do these videos, is to try to get the stuff out of my head and into the world, so that when I'm gone, at least some of my kids and grandkids can laugh at it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Okay. So you're here at nemoa. Are you like a board member? You run the place?
No.
No. Me either.
As a volunteer board, I always sit way at the back of the room.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to come out here on a regular basis. They had Skype board. I don't even have.
I love the board. They are amazing
Yeah.
people. They do such good work, and I don't think there's enough applause in the world for what they do to put this on. So. And they're all volunteer.
Yeah. Well, what did you like about it? About this nemoa?
Well,
What was your favorite?
for people that haven't come to nemoa, it's part high school reunion and part
that's
conference.
true.
So, I mean, you see that there's like your tribe, and I said on the app, it's always good to hang with my tribe. So there are people I see every year, and I've seen them every year for 20 years now, and I just, you want to find out what they're doing, and they change jobs, and they, change companies, and they grow within the industry, because once you get into direct mail, it's like a drug.
Yeah. What'll happen
get
next?
away.
Yeah, we could test it. What'll happen?
Exactly.
I know.
Well, you can test it.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many
Well, like
things.
I said to Jill at Gromit, why don't you just put a QR code on those pages? It doesn't even cost you anything, you know.
Well, other than space, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you can do them in a 1/4-inch square now.
Yeah, no, I do them.
Did you see their catalog?
Yeah.
Just pictures. Picture, price, and the part number.
Yeah, they could do that.
Maybe a QR code.
Yeah, well.
At least you could get to the place.
Well, also explain what the benefit of it being novel.
Well, and they have videos on all the products. It would be perfect. Just
Yeah.
pop the video up.
Yeah, no, that's true. That would at least help.
It would, yeah, you think.
Yeah.
It could double the response. I'm going to send her a video.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Yeah. So anyway, well, I like the teddy bear one on Amazon. That just flipped my whole head around.
Yeah, yeah.
About how you could manipulate it. Basically, it was about how you could manipulate Amazon, get them to pay you for driving traffic there, and then people would still like to come to your own website because you could actually ask their questions on the phone.
Yeah, Jason's a super smart
Oh,
guy.
he is super. Yeah,
I've worked with them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, he'd love what I do though,
Yeah, he would.
because I give surprises. It's like that tiny clues, but I give big clues.
Yeah. I gotta look into Tiny Clues. That was another
I
interesting
talked with him
thing.
a long time, not a long time, but I spent minutes with him, and I said to him, if you want, Tiny Clues is a French company, and they take AI and they take all your data and grind it up and make it kind of into variables. You don't know what the variables are, and then they correlate to your performance, and they can do models. He told me they had a client that did 500 email models a month. I could never do that. Okay, so that's a whole other thing. If you need that kind of modeling, that you need to talk to them.
Yeah.
But I asked them, now that you won Rhodes Scholars did a presentation and they won, and now that you've won, what if Steve asks, why did we win? Why did you win? What would you say? And they said, we can't tell. It just does the modeling thing, and it does its own thing. And I asked him, how do you know it isn't doing spurious correlations? Because the more data you have, by definition, mathematically, it's certain, the more goofy stuff will be in the model. How do you get that out? And they said, I couldn't find you. And they said, we don't know. It doesn't matter. We still win. I said, yeah, well, I'd love to go head to head because I do know how to fix those things. But
that's the long game, and that's
That's
the
fine.
other. People that are new to
you need
catalogs
some of both, I think.
I've had several new catalogs get really mad at me because I say there's always another catalog, and they're they want everything. Like, no, I want you to come in and tell me everything to do now, and it's like I don't know.
How about that Dover thing? Did you see? Were you in here for that?
Yeah.
Where they just threw away all the horses in their catalog?
That was hilarious.
Oh gosh, it was so hilarious. And Dana, I love Dana, and he wasn't there.
No, he wouldn't.
I teased him about that.
Okay.
Like, did you do that? But I've seen that happen over.
Well, the minute I saw the cover, I was like, ooh, there's no way that is gonna ever work. That's bad.
But they could have tested it.
But also all the models, like I actually was on the equestrian team, so I kind of get the whole horse thing.
Yeah.
I was very bad, and I don't own a horse,
yeah,
nor did I ever own a horse, but it was like free in college, and I could do it. So, but I mean, there's a real difference between seeing the model that's like here I am on the horse. You know what I mean? And a rider who like spends time
Loves the horse.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
So it's like anyone who rides looks at those pictures and goes, "Oh, she does not. She has never been near a horse."
No, and doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Well,
And like turning it into a lifestyle brand, it's like trying to turn Home Depot into a lifestyle brand. Like, why would they're there to actually
sometimes
do
it works.
construction.
Like with Land's End, the Docker look, kind of took Land's End to the stratosphere. But it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't like Land's End could have driven it. It just was that they kind of happened to happen onto it.
Right.
Back in the 70s.
But that's like,
It's kind of dumb luck.
Kenworth saying everyone's, wearing our caps, so we're going to come up with a fashion line for Kenworth trucks. It's like, no. That's not why they're buying.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
So the horse riders, there are things that they'll buy that are era.
But also, I've taken brands where they have a professional line and it's really a solid brand, but consumers are buying it, and we'll maybe do a consumer catalog, but we make sure not to send it to the professionals. And you can do that with mail.
Well, you can also, and I run into this a lot with hobby catalogs.
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
That you have the newbie that doesn't know anything and you need to educate them.
Yeah.
And then you have the person that's like expert in their field. And if you do it right, you can have like like pro tips. And the pros really
Sporties does that.
Yeah, and there's like, I need that. You know, and it makes you feel good. Like, I totally need
at
that.
Musician's Friend, we created the category. They were selling, they sell all kinds of guitars, but they sold beginner guitars. And so we created a dimension in the model for beginner guitars, and we never mailed them again. It was like, if you want to waste catalogs, send them to the guy who bought a beginning guitar.
Yes.
It was totally worthless. You got to differentiate that. You can.
Well, yeah. I mean, I work with Penn State Industries that they make if you turn your own pens, which no one's even heard of that, but like literally you get a lathe and you can like.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Made in Guatemala by a missionary orphanage.
There you go. But there's
and they make these wooden pens. It's really nice.
There's a ton of guys who that's like they make it for their bowling team.
I know.
They make it for their kids.
You kind of make the cylinder that slips over the top.
Yeah, and you can turn a pen in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's a nice little quickie gift.
Yeah, they teach the kids to do that.
Right. And then there are people that are hardcore.
Oh.
But you have like you do have like the beginner people coming in and they buy very differently.
Right.
Like there are pen kits you can buy for like $100, but it comes out looking like a Mont Blanc pen. I mean, they're gorgeous. But you need to know what you're doing because you're not going to spend that kind of money if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
That's a Mont Blanc pen.
Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Like a $200.
I was going to say, well,
I have 5 of them. When I was just starting out as a consultant, I was very insecure. Because I was 10 years younger than everyone in the room. And I went and bought a Mont Blanc fountain pen. I thought, well, I'll just have the best pen in the room, even if I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Anyway, on that note, we have to end this. It's a lot of fun, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks for having
We'll put it up on YouTube, and it'll get 2 views or something.
And that'll be fun.
Yeah, so John Meglash with the Wisconsin DMA.
Sarah Fletcher.
With Catalog University. And her own design.
Studio.
Yes, her own design.
And soon to be Styling. Styling Queen.
What's that?
It's a new way to shop online.
Really?
Yeah, we're patent pending, but we have a verbal okay from the U.S. Patent and Trade Office. We're going to get our patents. So.
Whoa.
You'll be hearing more about Styling Queen.
Okay. And we'll do another interview.
Exactly.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Right.
I can do them on Skype now.
Oh, there you
And
go.
it looks like we're almost in the same room with, a beer.
Well, Dover may do some testing for us. So.
Cool. Okay, so a lot of big things coming. This is where it's at. And thank you for watching. Like and share. Bye-bye.
Bye.